No, just ask anything you like about human pup play.
Alright, I will.
Go for it, Mitch.
Because I've played in a whole different lot of settings, and I tend to try and go from both sides to see what it's like from both sides. Would you recommend doing that too, as both a pup and a trainer or an owner, to kind of get an idea of how it differs from place to place? Like, I don't know if has everyone come in and gone, I'm definitely a pup or I'm definitely an owner. Like, is it worth it so you can actually see from both sides?
What's your take on it, George?
I'm an Aquarian, so I'm going to want to try everything twice and then see whether I like it or not. But I would look, nothing is set in stone. There is nothing nailed to the floor. So if you try it, if you like it, awesome, try it again. If you don't like it, no one's harmed, you didn't get it tattooed to your butt. It's like, it's all good. You can walk away and say, that was a nice experience, but it's not for me. But I would recommend getting lots of different experiences. So for example, the way that we train pups is not the only way to train pups. There's a variety of different ways that people like to express their pupdom. It's just that this is the way that works for us. And so, there's 50 ways to flog somebody. There's lots of different ways of doing things. And maybe part of it is if you go to a larger group, say for example here in Sydney there's pup groups, in Victoria there's pup groups, most big cities will have a pup group. It's an opportunity to see the way that different pups act and behave, and then you can look at it and go, well, that's not fully for me, but that I really do like, and treat it like a smorgasbord. Take what you like, walk past what you don't.
Do love the smorgasbord.
Since we're going to astrological bigotry, I'm a Virgo, so I'm a big believer in being practical. So I do like to try things. As a master, I've tried all this equipment here because I want to know what it's like before I have somebody else put it on. I want to know how well they can hear me, how well they can see, how constrictive it is. Yeah, I want to know what the tactile, I want to feel tactically and smell it, almost taste it, what they're experiencing, so I know what I'm dealing with and how much. I've had a tail in my ass, so I can say, look, I know it doesn't just go ding in like that as a master. That's a really good example. It's like, if you've never bothered to put one of these in your butt, just going, look, I don't understand why it's not getting in there straight away, shows that you're a bit of an ass. But I would add as well that for me, getting back to that astro-bigotry, is that Virgo's all about skill. And I think you should talk to everybody about human pup play. Ask them lots of questions. But you can be different. The more people are just all doing the same thing, you go, well, I don't have to do that necessarily. But you really, at the end of the day, it helps have skills at what you're doing. And if we look at BDSM, anyone can come in and pick up a flogger or a whip and just whip somebody. But there's going to be tears before bedtime, as you said, really quick, some eyes taken out, lacerations, organ damage. Because if you look over here, this is where you should not whip, is these organs here. And unless you're around people who have skill at what they're doing, you end up doing dickhead things. So just simply hanging with a crowd of people and do pup play is not enough. You do need to always be looking to improve what you do and to listening to mentors and people who know what they're talking about. And you'll know them because they'll go, hey, this is why I do it. And you can ask questions. Does that answer